then without washing her mouth and washing her feet. So Asprishta Vari Adhauta Suswapa. And she went to bed to sleep, being bewildered by Vidhi. So this is how our senses are not perfect. Our mind, sometimes we forget things. Even things which we do every day we forget. Sometimes even the sloka which you may have recited so many times does not come to your mind. So she ate and then she went to the bed, forgot that she has to wash her mouth. Maybe she was already thinking in her mind that I'm going to get a son and this and that. Because already the year was coming to an end almost. Indra was just hoping for this. So, my life is saved. So sometimes something which is bad for one person is good for another person. So what was bad for Diti is good for Indra. So all her 1 year vrata, of course it will not go waste because it is Vishnu vrata, but at least not the way she wanted it. So sometimes what we think is good for us is not actually good for us. Although at that time we may not realize that. Later on we may realize that actually it is good that I did not get this thing or this job or this money or whatever. Because we may actually be in trouble because of that. So she would have, it is good that she is saved from bad karma. But if she gets a son like this and then Indra is killed, then she will also suffer from that. Because she will get the reaction. Bad reaction. So this is good for her, but she may not think like that. So then what he did, that is described in the next verse. Labdhva tadanantaram shakro nidra apahrita chetasaha dite pravishta udaram yogesha yoga mayaya. So he got the chance now, when Indra, what he did that when she was completely, her mind was completely in tamoguna, sleep, and he entered into her being by the yogic power. So Indra has also yogic powers and yoga maya. So he entered inside and he will cut the womb. Yogasya parkaya pravesh akhyasya siddhi arthaya mayataya. So he has the power to enter into others' body. This is one of the yoga siddhi, parkaya pravesh. That a yogi can enter into someone else's body and experience things. So he also had that power. And then what he did, chakarta sapta bhagarbham vajrena kanaka prabham trudantam sapta dhayakam marodiriti tanapuna. So he cut the womb into 7 pieces. But when he cut this with his thunderbolt, and this baby inside was very glowing like gold, then they all became alive. Instead of dying, then one became 7 and all 7 of them were crying. And when they were crying, he said, Maya, what are you doing? You are our brother. So he cut each one of them into 7. And he said, don't cry. This lady is going to wake up with her age. So because he was saying Maruta means don't cry, therefore their name became Maruta. So Maruta are the 49 gods called Marutas. And they get their name from this. Don't cry. So just like Rudra got his name because when he was born he was crying. So he got the name Rudra. So like that they got the name Maruta. and that another one king, his name was Mandhata. Because he was born from his father. You know the story of Mandhata? The father was doing a yajna to get a son. And they were doing yajna somewhere in the forest area. It was running for a few days. So at night they were sleeping. So Mandhata's father's name. Anyway, I don't remember the name. So
son is Ambarish. His son is Ambarish.
Yeah, son is Ambarish, but father. So the father who was doing this yajna, he got up at night, he was thirsty to drink water. And he went and then he drank the water, which was the water of the mantra, which was to be drunk by his wife. To give birth to the son. So he drank it. And therefore he became pregnant. And he gave birth to a baby boy. But now the problem is that who is going to feed the baby? So Indra came and he says, Mandhata, I will feed him. He put his thumb inside the mouth of the baby. Babies like to suck thumb. So Indra's hand has Amrita. So he put the thumb into the mouth of the baby and the baby started sucking that. Therefore his name became Mandhata. So like that their name became Marut. So he created 49 of them. Marodhiriti uplalya nivatan punah saptha chakarta chiche. So he was saying, just like the mother tells the baby when the baby is crying, don't cry, don't cry. Like that Indra was telling to these babies, don't cry, don't cry. And then he was also cutting them into pieces. But every piece he was creating, they were coming to life. They were not dying. Because this was the power of the Vishnu Yajna, Vishnu Vrata. So, atra alpa kaleva bahu punya papa bhojino jivasya yogino va kaya vivaiva ekasya jivasya unu panchashat kaya vyapakatvam iti kechit. So, question may be raised that how is that the baby is one and there is one Atma in that, then you cut into 7. So from where the other 6 Atmas are coming? So he says, some people say that it is like yogi expanding. Yogi can expand into 49. Like Saubhari Muni did that. So here also that's why 49. So 49 of them, because one yogi can have 49 forms. They can all act. So he says either you can take this, that it is one Atma who is Vyapak in all of them. Ekasya jivasya panchasat kaya vyapakatvam iti kechit. Or there are jivas which came and entered into them. Bhavi drishtya prathamam eva ekasmin dehe pravishtanam ekona panchasat jivanam indrakrit vibhagena ekeka deha prapti vityapra. Some other commentator they explain like this, that already there were 49 Atmas inside, because it was known that this will happen. So each Atma entered into each one of them, and therefore there were 49 of them became alive. Indrakrit khandeshu anyeshamapi ashta chatvarinshad jivanam tatakshana eva pravesho yatha lata gulmanam keshamsit khandam khandikritya eva भूमौ आरोपितानां पृथक् पृथक् प्ररोहात् उद्गमात् पृथक् पृथक् जीवस्य प्रवेशो अनुभूयते इति अन्ये च प्राहुः. And then there is another explanation for this, and probably this is what he approves of, because he puts in the last. He says just like you take sometimes some creeper, you cut a part of that creeper and you put in the ground, and that creeper also grows. So it's another Atma enters into that. There are certain wands who cut them to pieces and both come to life. So originally there is one Atma, but when you do that, another one comes and enters into it. So like that there was one Atma to begin with, and then when they were cut into pieces, then 48 more Atmas they came and entered, so they all came to life. there is nothing, because Atma has Achintya Shakti also. Achintya, these things are possible. So this is how we have to understand. So we will read the next. Tomorrow there is no class because tomorrow is Saraswati Puja.
Do you remember which Parva this story is in the Mahabharata?
Which Parva I can't remember. I just remember the picture from Gita Press.
I only read the titles of the pictures. Yeah. That sounds like an Adi Parva story, but I'm not finding it.
It's possible that it is an Adi Parva. The picture is there in my mind that in the rains and the water and Namuchi is there.
Yeah. Namuchi is spelled with Dirga U?
No.
Dirga A? Namuchi or Namuchi?
Namuchi.
Namuchi.
Means he is not Muchi.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't be killed. Yes.
Burning the house of somebody is not like an aggression.
Yeah.
This, I mean, just Dakshaka was somehow also. I think this is a revenge story, but it was also. I mean, the wife died there, and she also, while he was out. And Indra didn't consider anything, he just, what Indra Arjuna said.
Arjuna was not specifically burning the house. Arjuna was helping fire and indigestion. Whatever was inside got burnt. This was the yajna for Agni to cure his disease, because everybody was suffering. So sometimes for the benefit of larger humanity you have to sacrifice for people. Like the soldiers sacrifice themselves to protect the country. So we'll stop.
Is there a program tomorrow for Saraswati Puja?
Yeah.